So I told myself I was gonna start these car conversations, and I don't know. I gotta work at 5 o'clock, and it is now like 9:30, something like that, 9:20, and I'm still in the car. I'm at home, outside my house, just in the car on Facebook. So I do this a lot, and when I say a lot, I ain't talking about like twice a week. I'm talking about like every day, sometimes more than once a day, and I don't know. It's like therapy. So I felt like using this time wisely would be like more beneficial than thumbing through social media. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing some conversations in my car. I don't see nothing wrong with it. You? So today will be my first conversation. And my conversation is with myself. Today was a glorious day, I must say. Um, I don't know. I know that it's the second day of a retrograde. Typically, um, I'm always hit early, like 2, 3 weeks before the retrogrades hit, and then when I'm going into it, I serve as uh, the healer, the crutch, the sound advice person, the wise counsel throughout the retrograde for everybody else, and when I was going through, I knew this was going to be a pretty hard one for everybody who wasn't grounded or stable, because it almost took me out. And it take a lot to take me out. Like, yeah, I don't really get stressed. I'm always optimistic. I'm always pretty positive about everything. I try to find the the light in every situation. And these last 3 weeks were like critical. So now that I have already gone through the fire, day 2 of the retrograde felt like purifying, like a cleanse. I couldn't find anything to really bicker, complain, or anything about. Nothing. And I didn't have a desire to do so. And I was exposed to some energies that were not conducive to my light, and it's just like they rubbed off, like immediately we ain't on the same chord, let me find somebody else. And the people who truly honestly were grounded and just making their way through it, when they found themselves in my presence, it's like thank you, like I needed to see the light just to get me through. And they stood on it, and they were able to float into the light versus be consumed by the atmosphere, because it's a lot. It's a lot. Energetically, it's a lot. And if you're not grounded or rooted in what you truly believe and standing on business, this is gonna be hard on you. Get it together before April 8th. I would say April 7th. Get it together. Get it together. And I mean, become one with yourself. Both sides. If you're crazy, accept it. That's who you are. Don't be at war with yourself when it is time to transcend and go into a new era. Let's say that. Accept it. This is who you are. You got to go through it. You got to get through the next stage. Sound, grounded, aware, and completely accepting of who you truly are. This is what I have. This is what I'm bringing to the table. And this is it. You know, nothing more, nothing less. And then you'll ascend higher because you brought what you got. And I'm truly grateful to God just for putting me in the mindset that I'm in. And I'm proud of myself for accepting it, because I had every intent to honestly remain angry, to remain frustrated and irritated, because things were not as I desired them to be. But when I became acceptant of what is, And knowing that, number one, God is in control and I am not. Number two, that He knows the plans that He has for my life and that He plans for me to prosper and have a great future. And that He will bless me according to His riches and glory and beyond anything that I can think, dream, or imagine. I have no other choice but to trust Him and know that this is necessary. And for some odd, amazing reason, I'm okay with it. I'm so okay with it that, you know what? Come what may, I know I can go write a book on I have been faithful. I have tithed. I have fasted. I have prayed. I have done everything in my power to do and that I was told to do. And it is well. It is well. And I count it all joy. So this conversation with myself is to acknowledge the God above that shines within me, and that I know that my life and everything in it belongs to Him, and it is, it is well, according to His riches and glory for His name's sake. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. For His name's sake, it is well. It is well. Make sure if you hear this or you listening to this to the end, put in the comments. Put it down in the comments. Hashtag it is well. It is well. It is well. You hear me? It is well. It is well.